Thank you everyone for joining. It's going to be a beautiful live stream today as we discuss important events in Ukraine and Russia. I believe it started now. Yes. Thank you everyone for joining. It's going to be a beautiful live stream today as we discuss important events in Ukraine and Russia. I'm just sitting at the link and whatnot, just making sure. I'm just sitting at the link and whatnot, just making sure. Beautiful. How's the audio now? Someone is telling me the audio is horrible. This is my first time. The background. Hang on. Is it better now? Testing. This is my first live stream. I'm not too good at this technology stuff. How many people have we got watching? Fuck, it's so hard live streaming because it's like very boomerish. Okay, it's better now. Is it better now? Okay, is everyone ready to go? We're going to be discussing the events in Russia. Of course. The audio is good. I've got some of my mates in the chat. And we're basically just going to be looking at the events of today. No misinformation. It will be a very, very informative broadcast. This is basically more informative than the establishment media, because we're going to be going through all the Twitter, etc. Oh yes, and some people are even telling me now that we've got Drew on their TV screen. So this is like my own media studio. It's very powerful. Basically, it's amazing. We've got videos of the convoys already, and we can just have a look at this sort of stuff. Convoys in Rostov. Beautiful. If anyone has any tips for streaming, let me know. I'm very booming with this sort of stuff, but it's a very sad day. Prigozhin and Putin, they go back a long time. The former caterer, and there are many reports. People are saying that Prigozhin has always hated Putin because Putin may have stolen some of his women, as Prigozhin is very short. He is 5'5", I believe, something along those lines. So we're just hearing reports out of Telegram as well, and we'll also be having a look at the Russian Telegram channels as well. You've got the Gherkins of the world. It's very funny. Is this coming up on people's screens? So I'm just going to be reading out some of what is Igor Gherkin telling us. Strelkov, this is the man who began the war in the Donbass. He sent in 45 mercenaries into the Donbass, and he invaded. He captured the town of Sloviansk. So we are reading Gherkin right now, and purely by feeling, I predict the main events for June 26-29, but I cannot predict their outcome, although I believe in the Russian army. If she is not betrayed at the very top, she will stand. I'm just afraid that if she holds out, the Moscow people will use it to conclude a disastrous deal. So many reports of treachery from the Russian Telegram channels. The Russian Telegram channels right now are very funny, and really, we all have to basically, as one of the first things I have to say in the chat for my live stream, the first thing I have to say, it is so fucking funny. So Jackson Hinkle, already, let's actually go through and we'll look at what they're saying on their Twitter. It's very funny. Let's go to the Michael Tracy's of the world. Michael Tracy, genius bloke, this one. Is it really an attempted coup if it's a dispute between two factions of the Russian state rather than an attempt to remove the top leadership? I mean, what's a fucking coup, mate? What's a fucking coup? It's a dispute between two factions of the Russian state. They're putting armored columns onto the streets. Our friend Prigozhin is declaring open war, but Michael Tracy, very genius bloke, Michael Tracy. If it's not actually a full-on coup, guys, it's just a dispute between the top factions of the Russian state. So true. I mean, that is the definition of every single coup in the entire world. It's just a dispute between the factions of the Russian state. That's a fucking coup, mate. That's literally what a coup is. But beautiful Michael Tracy, very smart guy. Let's see what the quote tweet's saying. The perfect Michael Tracy tweet, absolute cinema. I agree. It is very much the perfect Michael Tracy tweet. I'm going to retweet James there. Very smart guy. I like this guy. It's not actually a coup, guys. Just the coping is spectacular. Spectacular coping. Just when you think he couldn't get any stupider. It's true. I actually thought Michael Tracy could not get stupider. But somehow he actually appears to be getting stupider. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. There's always a cope for Michael. There's always a cope. 3 days to Kiev, a tactical Russian withdrawal, blah, blah, blah. It's amazing. It's amazing. Somehow he gets stupider. I didn't think it was possible. This guy, Michael Tracy, I don't know if everyone remembers when he went to Poland and he was like, guys, I've gotten proof that the American army's in Poland. Wow, mate, fucking spectacular proof. I mean, the American army's in Poland. Who would have fucking thought it? It's a fucking NATO country, but Michael Tracy, they're not sending their best, guys. They're not sending their best. So he was with the Young Turks, very beautiful, and for some reason he's become a big kind of Russia propagandist online, always coming up with excuses for the Russian leadership. And, oh my God, yeah, is it really an attempted coup if it's a dispute between the top factions of the Russian state rather than an attempt to remove the top leadership? Michael, what's a fucking coup? Literally, that is the definition of a coup. I mean, but, a very smart guy. I mean, actually, one of the things I should be starting with, and I already did this tweet earlier, but we've got to start with the Swan Lake. Beautiful. I mean, we're back. We're fucking back. History has never ended. Yes, I mean, true. Look at. If you just look at Michael Tracy, if you're just looking at Michael Tracy, you have to say he's not a trustworthy individual. I have to say, if you're just looking at Michael Tracy, you'd have to say, would I be listening to this guy? I wouldn't be. If you just look at his image, I mean, I don't know. There's something wrong about this guy. There's just something, just a bit off about him. Just a bit off. Always has excuses, this guy. I don't know what it is about Michael Tracy, but he just looks sweaty. He just looks really sweaty all the time. Yeah. So, Prigozhin about to end up like many before him. The biography, the unmarked grave, the family life. Oh. Guys, the Trump tweet is like, he's not a Christian, but we need to be praying for him right now. Please, guys. This man, he's made many mistakes, Prigozhin, but he's someone that we've all got to be thinking about very, very much in our hearts right now. I mean, he's probably 24 to 48 hours before being dead. I don't know. I want to hear people's thoughts. Comment below. Do you think they're going to succeed, or do you think they're going to die? It's just amazing. It's amazing. I think he's a goner. But that said, the Wagner people are probably better trained than the Russian army. So I've got the mates just sending through information to reshare to my broadcast. Now, tanks parked outside the Ministry of Defense building in Rostov. Tanks parked outside. It's going good. 3 days to Kiev. We're going very good. 3 days to Kiev. Everyone join the live stream. Wagner tanks aimed at the MOD building in Rostov. Fuck, it's not looking good. This is the real thing, folks. This is the real thing. So I know this is just amazing viewing. This is why I wanted to start the live stream today, and we're just going to basically be going through the cope, the seething. It's very funny. It's very funny to the people who think this is a stupid question. What's your answer? Stipulating that's an attempt not to ask Putin, but specifically to ask the leadership of the Russian Defense Ministry. Would or would not that constitute a coup? It's a fucking coup. What's the definition of a coup, Michael? A sudden, violent, and unlawful seizure of power from a government. So what's Prigozhin doing right now? Just, I don't know, just playing footsies with Shoigu. Who knows, mate? Who knows? It's not actually a coup unless it comes from the sparkling coup region of France, as everyone knows. Yeah, just look at this guy. He's very sweaty, very sweaty. And the dark glasses, I don't like it. Yeah, it's not actually a coup because, trust me, guys, it's not. Beautiful. So let's go to Hinkle. Let's see what good old Jackson's saying. Let's listen to the stupid fascist seething.
And not Wagner, because of the importance of how that Rostov served for the overall invasion of Ukraine. So these footages that we're getting out that appear to be in downtown, and most of these will look like are getting geo-confirmed, I would suspect that those are Russian National Guard and Army. More in the outskirts, because there's also footage of these tanks and vehicles and convoys in the outskirts. There is a possibility that that's Wagner. But the problem we're going to run into...
There's a possibility that's Wagner. There's a possibility. And we've literally got videos of the tanks outside the Ministry of Defense building in Rostov.
Definitive identifier based on uniforms. Wagner and the Russian army, for the most part, operate the same equipment. You know, Wagner has different uniforms than the Russian military. Generally, you know, and it's also difficult to kind of understand because sometimes we've seen Wagner being in Russian military extremely well equipped, and we've also seen them not very well equipped.
Also, so can I ask you, let me ask you a question if you don't mind. Also, the fact that we haven't seen more reports of clashes, is that a concerning development? Because if let's say we know, and obviously we don't know anything for sure, but let's say we assume, the same way we're assuming the tanks at the Ministry of Defense are Russian tanks, we're assuming that Wagner forces are at least in the state of Rostov. So assuming that, and not having any more reports of clashes, what does that mean? Does that mean that there are factions of the Russian military that are supporting Wagner? Because otherwise we'd see the Russian military crush Wagner relatively quickly.
Let's just see what Kux and Schinkel is saying. Kux and Schinkel, as you all know, the Russian mail order brides. Breaking. There's the cope. There's the cope. Beautiful. You've already got the coping. They're coping very hard. Lots of fake news. If this is all real, Prigozhin will be arrested / ended. If this is fake, it will somehow fade away into nothing. Everyone is over-dramatizing it. Mate, Jackson is full on collapsing. He's so upset. He's so sad because he's been shilling, and basically his entire life was dedicated to shilling for the Russian government and the Z merchandise. And up until last week, he loved Wagner and he loved Prigozhin, and now, what does he do? What does he do? So it's very sad for everyone. Please, Jackson Hinkle. He's not a Christian, but he's got faith in his heart, and we've all got to be praying for him right now. Praying for him very hard because this poor bloke he backed the losing side. It's so sad. Tactical regrouping to Moscow. Absolutely, Elliot. It's a fucking tactical regrouping. It's a tactical retreat, as we all know. Lukashenko's plane has just taken off from Belarus, headed to Turkey. Beautiful, beautiful. Well, we don't know right now. There's a lot of fog of war. I have to admit, there's a lot of fog of war, but it's not going good, is it? Did you listen to Jackson during the space earlier today? Couldn't say a sentence without his voice cracking and close to crying. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. All the fascists, all the CCP supporters, all the Kremlin apologists, now they're all crying. And what more can I do? I'm a simple man, and I don't like the fascists. I don't like Kremlin. I don't like the CCP. And so, of course, I'm going to laugh when the fascists cry. And so, I'm very happy. Yes, please, guys, put an F in the chat. F in the chat for our boy Hinkle. It's so sad. A lot of people are crying right now. I'm just going to be sharing out the link to my Facebook and Instagram. So if that's why I'm not talking for a second, just give me cut me some slack, guys. I've got to share out the YouTube live link, live streaming the Russian coup, and tell your friends to join. This is my first stream, so obviously we're starting out very small, but just tell your friends, join, and by the time that Prigozhin takes the Kremlin, maybe we'll have a couple more people in the stream right now. Live streaming the Russian coup. Join the stream now. Press F's in the chats. Comment F in the chat for our boy Hinkle. F in the chat. Our boy Jackson Hinkle. And all the other smelly Kremlin propagandists. And then I'll just put Michael Tracy in brackets. Because you can just tell this guy smells. If you just look at him, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. The smelly Kremlin stooges. Michael Tracy. Yes, very important. And guys, tell your friends to join the stream. We're going to make this a big stream. We're going to get thousands of people joining. Who knows? Cucks and Shinkle. Thank you, guys. Everyone, please put an F in the chat. Amen. Yes, please. Russia even sent Jackson a girlfriend. But if Prigozhin takes power, we don't actually know whether, maybe they're going to withdraw. Maybe there's going to be a tactical retreat for Jackson's girlfriend. Maybe she'll be tactically withdrawn by the Russian government. We don't know whether Wagner will continue Jackson's privileges, especially if he's going against Prigozhin now. It's very hard because basically Jackson has to pick a side right now. Otherwise, they may be a tactical withdrawal, maybe a feint on the part of the Russian government taking away his girlfriend. It's very sad. Okay, just sharing the link, guys. Share the link around. Tell your friends to join. Tell your friends to join. So how many people we got right now? 15 watching now. That's all right. That's all right. We're starting out. It's starting out small, but as things progress, we will build it up. We'll build it up. Just telling everyone to join. Get the word out, everyone. This is a very big news day, and we're going to basically be going through the Russian propagandists, the Kremlin stooges, just tracking the crying and the sadness on their part. It's going to be pretty funny. So everyone, please join. It's very important. Yes. So okay. I'm just going to ask the chat. Firstly, who's crying more? Who's going to be crying more? Is it going to be Jackson? Is it going to be Michael Tracy? Who do you think has the most to lose today out of all the Russian propagandists? Probably Jackson, I'd say, because there may be a tactical feint. There may be the withdrawal of his girlfriend, and he might be losing the Russian mail order bride. Obviously, factions of the Russian military are at each other's throats right now. We don't know whether they're going to continue the privileges for Jackson. Yes. So everyone, just share out the stream right now. Join. Send in comments. Send in memes. Ready for a 13-hour stream, Drew? I don't think it's going to be 13 hours. I know that the coup is going to last probably a couple days, and we don't know how it's going to end. But I won't be streaming for 13 hours. We'll stream for a couple hours. We'll track the news. This is my first time streaming, so please, if there is any technical difficulties, just be a bit kind to me, because this is the first stream. But together we'll just be following the funny news as it comes in. Yes. Shoigu. I wonder what Shoigu. I wonder what Haz is saying actually right now. Haz. He's silent. Haz is silent. He hasn't received instructions yet. Holy shit. So Jackson. This is actually really funny. This one. So literally like 12 hours ago, Jackson's posting "fuck around and find out," and then 12 hours later. Holy shit. This is actually beautiful. That's just really funny. I think I'm just going to really gloat over Jackson here, because this man, whose life revolves around shilling for the Russian government, and he posted this 12 hours ago, fuck around, find out, and I guess Putin is now finding out, because Prigozhin is sending fucking tanks in. It's. I mean, what more can I say? I mean, I'm someone who hates the Russian government. So, it's sad because on one level, if Prigozhin gets in, it's going to be very Stalin-esque. Obviously, I'm not going to like that, but the general chaos. I mean, we want general chaos because that's going to undermine their war effort in Ukraine. That's going to undermine their attempts to seize Ukraine. So it's going to destroy their war effort. So the more chaos in the Russian military, the more infighting. We're happy. So we've got 21 people watching now. Everyone, please comment an F in the chat for Jackson. Live tweeting on a live stream doesn't get more Drew Pavlik Democratic Alliance than that. Absolutely fucking right. This is the Drew Pavlik Democratic Alliance. This is our media broadcasting studio just in my mum's house. And imagine Goon Greenwald throwing his laptop against the wall. Has Greenwald commented yet? Basically, join the stream if you want to watch me just fucking gloat over the idiots for the next hour. Glenn Greenwald. Oh, wow. Oh, no. So he's talking about Hunter Biden right now, so he can't talk about Russia. I guess it's just not good to talk about Russia right now for these guys because in their worldview, Russia represented the ability to fight back against the so-called the liberal elites, blah blah blah, and now they don't want to talk about it. Obviously, now they don't want to talk about it. This is a very funny one. I like James; he's a funny guy. Hey David, how about you analyze how successful Prigozhin's offensive on Moscow is next, you fucking stupid bastard. Yep, literally like 3 days before. It's amazing. Just 3 days ago, David Sachs is going, the failing counteroffensive and the peace that could have been. And then 3 days later, you're getting literal coup and tanks being sent to the Ministry of Defense in Rostov. I mean, it's very sad. These people are just out of touch with reality. Is Drew streaming on a Nintendo DS? I have to admit the quality is not the best. The quality is not the best because this is like the first time I've streamed and I don't even fucking really know how to do this. But stay, promote it. It's the first of many live streams in the future. Ukraine can take Rostov and Crimea now. I mean, that's the hope. Just let the Russian military eat each other. And Ukraine keeps pushing. They haven't even committed the main bulk of their forces yet. They have barely committed Western armor, the Western armor that's been donated. And so the Ukrainian military intelligence, Budanov, they're going to be watching this very happy right now. Laserpick Animarchy Roundtable is going to be lit. I don't know who Laserpick is, but it's pretty fucking funny. Absolutely insane. I hope at least some Russian forces are left there for when I get back. I don't know. Russia returning to tradition, internecine warfare. Very much agree, Christopher. Very well put. Noam Chomsky just might be having a heart attack. Chomsky's going to be pretty sad. We're going to start seeing tweets in the next couple of hours from some of these far left shills, and they're just going to be going, how dare people? They're just going to be crying, saying, how dare people joke about the offensive, blah blah blah. How dare people joke about the coup? Real lives are at stake. Of course, we're going to joke about the coup. These are all fucking killers. They're all psychopaths, and of course, it's an ISIS versus Al Nusra type situation. You want them all to just eat each other. So Ouroboros, let's have it happen. Sources reporting that Rostov has fallen to Wagner rebels. Well, if the sources are telling that, the sources are saying that. I mean, what more can we say if the sources are saying that? Let's go through. Leaked Shoigu emails reveal CSTO killed Prigozhin to stop the formation of the United States of Africa. Very good. I like that. I'll retweet that. That's a reference to the Gaddafi meme. Hillary Clinton killed him to stop the United States of Africa. So fucking true. Prigozhin, yes. Agree.
Don't let no one come into your house. Take your bill. Do what you need to do.
Do it.
I'm not nervous. I'm just telling you.
I agree.
Listen to everybody. Nobody believes in you. What are you prepared to do about it?
Yes, exactly, Prigozhin. They're disrespecting you. What are you prepared to do about it? You have to fight back. Prigozhin,
I'm just telling you. Listen to
if Mike Pence has the courage, if Prigozhin has the courage, it's still possible.
to do about it. Don't let no one come into your house. Take your bill. Do what
Very true.
I'm not nervous. I'm just telling you.
It's still possible if Mike Pence has the courage, if Prigozhin has the courage. Come on, Prigozhin, they've disrespected you. You've got to keep going. Don't give up. launch some suicide attacks on the Ministry of Defense. Wagner is very famous for the human wave attacks. You know, good on you, Prigozhin. You know, this is a time when we're all lending some critical support. Just as much chaos within the Russian military as possible, please, because we want Ukraine to win. We want Russia. We want the Russian state to face some consequences. It's pretty funny. I have to say, it's pretty funny if Putin meets his end this way. Imagine how fucking funny that would be. An emergency security plan is reported to have been activated in Moscow in response to Prigozhin's rebellion, according to a Telegram channel. Brilliant, fucking brilliant. I mean, God, it's not going good for Russia, and that's if it's not going good for Russia, then we're fucking happy. It's as simple as that. 26 people viewing. Challenge for you, Drew. Try and say the Russian pronunciations of all the figures you mentioned. It's a good habit to pick up. I'll try my best. You know, comment below how I should be pronouncing it. I've got we've got the chat going on YouTube. Join, comment, help me out. Where the fog of war is always dense and rarely more so than when trying to decipher fast-moving events in an authoritarian country on the other side of the world. Use caution. Don't be quick to believe anything. True, but if my mates tell me Wagner are taking over, and if they're telling me that the military columns are going in, then we will spread that information, because it's very helpful for Russian morale to spread this information right now. Gee, that's actually a fucking good point by David Froome. If only Tucker Carlson was still on Fox News right now, because it would be pretty fucking funny. I wonder how he would be justifying this. They're actually tactically retreating, guys, blah, blah, blah. This is all part of the game. Wagner reactivating its former fighters. I don't know. What do you think is going to happen, guys? Comment below what you think is going to happen. If you think Prigozhin is going to be completely crushed, if you think that Wagner is going to be completely crushed, comment below. I'm interested. I don't know. Who knows? None of us really know. I mean, I was thinking that Prigozhin was only able to get away with this stuff for so long because they were more effective than the Russian Ministry of Defense in Ukraine. So if they're more effective than the Russian Ministry of Defense in Ukraine, then you would assume that maybe they've got the ability to cause some major damage to the Kremlin. We don't know. Hi, Drew. Your earlier lives kept enduring earlier. I'm not sure what you mean, but thank you. And just comment in the chat the latest developments. We will be sharing them. Oh, yep, this is a good one. That was a great film. Everyone knows that film, The Death of Stalin. And in that film, our friend Zhukov. Very good, very good. That was a great film. Zhukov in Death of Stalin, great movie. He was very Chad in that movie. And I'd like to think that maybe Zhukov right now is somewhere in the afterlife, watching on the events, maybe laughing. Prigozhin via the AP Wagner channel calls for Ros. This guy's good. This guy is translating all the Russian telegrams, so we'll go through Prigozhin's audio message at 1:22 BST. The head of General Staff is not calming down. A mistake of any African dictators to deal airstrikes at civilian areas. Right now in the air are two planes numbered 523 and 546 that are trying now to deal these strikes. Remember, lads, the motherland will not forgive you for strikes at your own territory. So true, Prigozhin. So true. You said it. You should have the courage to strike the enemy territory when our infantry is moving. Mike Pence, he needs the courage. Thus, these speculations saying that we are interfering with someone fighting on the front are speculations. We do not interfere with anyone. We interfere with criminals saving their asses who destroyed around 100k Russian soldiers. Gerasimov and Shoigu. It's actually amazing. So Prigozhin is saying that the real death count for Russia in the war is 100,000. 100,000 Russian soldiers. And look, to be honest, I believe Prigozhin over the Russian Ministry of Defense. I mean, that basically stacks up with a lot of what the Ukrainians have been reporting, 100,000 Russian soldiers. That's a fucking disaster. That is horrific. Horrific. I mean, that's almost 10 times the casualties Russia suffered, not just Russia, sorry, the Soviet Union suffered in the Afghan war that lasted for years upon years, and 100,000 in 1 year. I mean, Prigozhin is actually right. That's a meat grinder. I mean, and it's not just Prigozhin saying this. I mean, if you look at Strelkov's Telegram channel, and Strelkov being the man who started the war in the Donbass by taking in 45 mercenaries into Sloviansk. If you look at Strelkov's telegram as well. He says congratulations to Shoigu and Wagner committing self-extermination, killing tens of thousands in Bakhmut. I mean, they know, if you actually look at the Russian propagandists, they know it's not going good for them. It's really interesting. There's a big distinction between the Russian propagandists who are aiming at external audiences, the people in the West, and they're the ones like Jackson Hinkle who every day they're saying, Russia's winning, trust us, Russia is winning, that's what Tucker Carlson's doing. But if you look at the actual propaganda for internal consumption, the Russian war military bloggers on Telegram, Strelkov, Prigozhin, they're all saying this is a disaster, thousands of Russians are being killed. This is what they're telling us. This is what the Russian military Telegram bloggers, that's what they're telling us right now. They're saying it's an absolute fucking disaster. They're committing self-extermination. I've got to find that tweet. Gherkin self-extermination. That was incredible. Gherkin. I think I retweeted it, so I'll find this one. Oh, yes. I mean, it's actually very interesting. Gherkin described Prigozhin as an ethnically and mentally non-Russian criminal and traitor. It's amazing how all these guys are, like, extremely fascist and Nazi, and they're all just, like, trying to level up one another in levels, in terms of esoteric levels of racism. I mean, holy shit. I mean, that's true, though, isn't it? I think, what's Prigozhin's ethnicity again? Someone commented. I don't know. I think Prigozhin's maybe Jewish, Russian Jewish. But yeah, Gherkin, of course, because these guys are all fucking Hitlerists. They're all Hitlerites. They're fucking Nazis. So Gherkin says Prigozhin is an ethnically and mentally non-Russian because Prigozhin's Jewish. So, I mean, gee, Prigozhin... Yeah, Igor Gherkin plays the anti-Semitic card, accusing Prigozhin of being not Russian. So yeah, Prigozhin is Russian Jewish, and so the other Russian fascists and Nazis say Prigozhin is ethnically and mentally non-Russian. That's Gherkin. That's the guy who basically launched the war in the Donbass all those years ago. Rostov-on-Don is a major strategic supply hub. To lose that is a blow for the Russian army. It is. It's a huge blow. It's a huge blow. If they take Rostov-on-Don, I mean... So we know Hinkle and co are basically, they're coping hard by saying, oh, well, Wagner is still 13 hours away from the capital. That's their cope. But yeah, Rostov-on-Don is a major strategic supply hub. If the Russian Ministry of Defense, if the Russian regulars lose Rostov-on-Don, I mean, what does that mean for people at the front fighting for Russia in Ukraine? What does that mean there in Ukraine? And also, yeah, major morale blow for the Russian army, major strategic blow. If the Sudan crisis is any guide, I'd say the odds with Wagner versus the Russian Ministry of Defense are about even right now. Interesting. I mean, so I know with Sudan, it was the Janjaweed militias versus the generals. And so you remember Michael Tracy's insane, stupid tweet? The Michael Tracy tweet, I'll just bring that back up quickly. The Michael Tracy tweet where he goes, this isn't a coup, this is just two factions fighting each other. So if you just quickly look at the beautiful Michael Tracy tweet, this is exactly the situation in Sudan right now as well. It's two factions of the Sudanese military apparatus attacking each other, the Janjaweed militias versus the Sudanese, I guess, regulars, the generals. I'm not completely well versed in the Sudanese situation, but I know that the Janjaweed, I think they're still fighting and the situation is still very much hanging in the balance. So it's funny, Michael Tracy goes, is this really a coup? It's just a dispute between two factions. The Russians say, well, it's actually kind of a similar situation between paramilitaries and the generals, which is what we're seeing in Sudan right now, which is a coup. And Michael Tracy said, this is not a real coup, everyone. The very stinky man. You can just tell he stinks. I mean, I'm not gloating. Look, I am gloating over people like Jackson Hinkle because these people just wanted to kill Ukrainians. That's what Jackson Hinkle wanted. He wanted just total death, destruction, bloodshed. And so to see his hopes dashed against the rocks, of course I'm going to be happy. Not to say Prigozhin's much better than Putin. Of course, Prigozhin's going to be, a criminal. Prigozhin's a criminal as well. I remember, this is what people should remember regarding Prigozhin. Prigozhin, Bakhmut, Sellers. There was recently... I've got to find this one. Hang on. I'm going to find a tweet, but basically it was we had Wagner fighters, ex-Wagner fighters telling us that Prigozhin ordered them to massacre Ukrainian civilians in the basements of Bakhmut, in cellars in Bakhmut. So, I mean, Prigozhin is obviously a blood-drenched killer. I fucking hate Prigozhin as well, but you know, if he wants to damage the Russian state, then I support him on that one measure. Oh yeah, of course. We all know that right now Putin is preparing a window, an open window for Prigozhin to fall out of. It's going to be very interesting whether Prigozhin can last 72 hours. Let's even see if he can last 24 hours. I don't know. Like you would think that the Russian military. I mean, I thought Prigozhin was obviously gearing up to this. It was pretty obvious to anyone who was watching. You'd think they would have tried to kill him earlier. You'd think they'd try to take him out earlier, but they didn't. Honestly, I think they are very similar to ISIS, the Wagner fighters. They're very similar to Wagner fighters. The Wagner fighters are very similar to ISIS. So I can't seem to. Oh, this is the sick thing that I was referencing just then. This shit was so sickening, so sickening. So we have testimony from ex-Wagner fighters. The Russian project Gulagu.net published a video with the confessions of two convicts, ex-commanders of Wagner PMC subdivisions, Azamat Uldarov and ex-convict Alexei Savichev. They admit to killing Ukrainian civilians, children in Bakhmut and Solidar. And they say that they did. Who gave such orders? They were saying it. This was Prigozhin. Well, look, starting from the top, he says, Iceman Stalin was my first commander. Then was Korsha. Above them is Prigozhin, who said to not let anyone out. So we have admission from ex-Wagner fighters that they massacred Ukrainian civilians in Bakhmut. I mean, Prigozhin is a demonic figure. He's satanic. But look, what was it that Winston Churchill said about Stalin? I would even give commendation to the devil should Hitler invade hell. Well, very much a similar situation with Prigozhin. I'm just going to get that beautiful quote up. If Hitler invaded hell, I would make at least a favourable reference to the devil in the House of Commons. So I guess that's how us Ukraine supporters think of Prigozhin right now. I mean, this guy's a devil, but if he's invading hell, then, you know, for 24 hours, I guess we give them some critical support. Oh my God, beautiful. So we've got Jackson Hinkle already backing down and supporting Russia, saying, I don't have a dog in this fight, I'm American. Are you fucking kidding? This guy was selling Z merchandise. And now that it looks like he's going to fight, now that it looks like he's losing, then he pretends, oh, I'm an American, I'm not Russian, blah, blah, blah. Fuck off, man. Everyone, please, keep sharing the stream, keep sharing it to all your friends. We're going to build this up. We're at 30 watching now. I know this is very small, and we want more people to be watching. I'm starting out. I'm starting out. This is my first ever stream. Obviously, unfortunately, we're not going to get too many people watching the first stream, but keep sharing it. We're against. I mean, it's quite funny. We're going to be having basically good fun, mocking the Hinkles of the world, the Michael Tracys of the world. Let's see what who else. I mean, the one I really want to see is fucking Tucker. I want to see what Tucker says about this. But unfortunately, we're not going to find out for 24 hours or more, probably, what Tucker thinks. I'm sure Tucker will have some cooked take. But who was I thinking? I want to see Ian Miles Chong, the great Aryan of Malaysia. So let's see what Ian is saying. He's speaking now, so we'll listen to what he's saying.
Along with the national, and he quote retweeted Austin Defender, which said that it's Wagner along with the National Guard and the Russian military. Austin? Austin, I saw you unmuted.
Sorry, accidentally unmuted. My bad.
Well, good to get your thoughts on this.
Kim.com,
and
what's
the
he
statement I
fucking
made
saying?
earlier about the limited resistance that we're facing. And have you covered previous coups? I'm sure the answer is yes. And how does that compare?
So the major question for any state security service in the event of a possible coup is, number one, you have to take inventory of forces you can deploy against it that you know will be loyal. Because if you don't take that inventory, if you don't consolidate,
the military experts in Jackson Hinkle's chat. So true.
Show up.
You've got to defend against a coup. Wow, fucking huge information right now.
To the fire, right? So look, there's a ton of speculation ongoing right now, but it could be one of a couple of different things. Number one is that there are elements of the Russian military that are sympathetic to Wagner moving through, and they're waving them through. They're either standing outside of it or they're supporting it. It's unclear if that's the case. But, I mean, if this is Wagner in the middle of Rostov, then clearly they got through some checkpoints to get there. Second part.
Yeah, what's on Gonzalo Lira saying right now?
Again, taking inventory, taking stock, most likely internal security services such as the FSB being like, who can we send there that's not going to just find common cause and then add to, swell the numbers that are already there. So I think it's a combination, right? I think there is general.
Holy shit, you know who I just realized?
Within the Russian military.
I just realized we've got to fucking check Simeon Boykov, Aussie Cossacks Telegram. Oh, he's going live. Oh my god, we've got to watch this. This is fucking funny. Oh my god, they're holding a pro-Russian protest right now. Fucking idiots.
Back some power and control over my life.
That's because they believe in humanity. They
Holy
believe
fuck.
in the individual rights of the person. Individual
Fucking
rights
genius.
of people. And yet we've got these globalists
Fucking
like
genius.
and old crypto fascists, a relic from Nazi Germany, tending to dictate to the rest of the world how we're going to live our lives. This is why the Australian government.
So just for anyone joining the chat now, I just have to say, so Aussie Cossack, he's a complete fucking psycho, biggest Putin supporter in Australia, and they're currently trying to hold a pro-Russian protest outside Kirribilli House, Albanese, the Prime Minister's residence in Sydney. And I don't know whether they know that a coup is taking place right now. So it's just fucking hilarious watching these guys. They don't even realize there is a coup taking place right now. And they've probably got Wagner shirt. A lot of them probably have Wagner flags. A lot of them probably, a lot of these guys, these guys always bring out Wagner flags. And yet, right now, there is a huge coup taking place. It's incredible. Oh my god! I'm just reading Aussie Cossacks Telegram right now. It's actually very fucking funny. The Kremlin declared that President Putin is aware of the situation. The FSB opened a criminal case of incitement to armed rebellion against Prigozhin. The maximum term of imprisonment under this article is 20 years. So true. So Aussie Cossack, oh my god, he's coping so much. If you go to his Telegram channel right now, he's got stuff saying, no coup was announced. There is no coup going on right now. Fucking brilliant. They think there's no coup going on right now. This is amazing. This is really fucking funny. This is the day when we can all mock the stupidest, most insane Russia propagandists around. Gotta post this up. Beautiful, fucking beautiful. This is just fucking amazing. He claims no coup going on. Fucking funny as fuck. Simeon, Aussie Cossack Boykov. So guys, this is the moment when we all have to gloat. This is the moment when we all have to gloat. Please, if you're joining now, press an F in the chat. This is fucking funny. Just live streaming the cope and the seething. The cope and the seething right now for your viewing pleasure. Brilliant, brilliant. Simeon Aussie Cossack Boykov. No coup was announced. There's no coup going on right now. Avoid being victims of Ukraine Nazi propaganda. Fucking brilliant. We're very happy with how the developments are going today, guys. Very happy. Going to be a long night in Europe. Commiseration to my friends in Europe. There are tanks right now at this minute pointing at Russian MOD. Tons of videos. Yeah. We've seen the videos. I'll put them back up. Oh my god, yeah. Their whole reaction. Hey Drew, love your work. What do you think will happen to Hinkle and Ilmaz Chong if Russia disintegrates? Well, firstly, Hinkle loses his girlfriend because there will be a tactical withdrawal, a feint on the part of the Russian military factions who provided him with the mail order bride. So that's going to be a big damaging blow to Jackson Hinkle. He was already cucked by Jonah Hill, I believe. So that's going to be a very tough thing for Jonah to that's a very tough thing for any man to go through, especially our friend Jackson Hinkle. So he's going to be struggling right now. What will happen to Ian Miles Chong? I don't know. He'll probably still keep yelling about transgender people online. That guy looks so disgusting. If you just look at his face, and I'll get up a photo of Ian right now. Everyone has to look at this. These are the people. These people are not. They're not sending their best people. They're not sending their best. This is the face of the Trumpists, Kremlin propaganda right now. This guy. Come on, guys. They're not sending their fucking best. They're not sending their best. And he thinks he's American, he thinks he's Russian. I think he's got posts where he says, I believe, he claims to be, of Portuguese descent, and his ancestors brought civilization across the globe. This is what Email Chong says. It's very fucking funny, very fucking funny. Wow, this is good fun. This is good fun. I'm getting so many funny memes coming up right now, so I'm just gonna. I want to basically just share the group chat. It's fucking popping off. Russians with attitude. Oh my god, that's a good one to look at. Unfortunately, I'm blocked. I'm blocked by Russians with attitude. But is there a way that I can bring it up on my screen? My mic is echoing. I'm sorry, guys. This is my first stream, so. Head up, your mic is echoing, but it sounds awful, thanks. Is it better now, or is it getting better? Tonight just feels like the Freebird guitar solo. Is it still echo? Gee, does anyone know how to fix this situation? I am unfortunately quite booming with technology. Is it still echoing? How's the audio now? How's the audio now, guys? Look at the shit that Email Chong is sharing right now. He just finds some random Russian guy in high heels and he just starts crying. Who cares, man? So this is what these guys are doing as the Russian state collapses. Fix your mic, you dropkick. I don't know how to fucking fix it. Does anyone else know how to fix it? It could be a speaker's getting picked up. Where's this shit happening? Is it better now, guys? Is it better now? Mute speakers. Okay, I'm muting my speakers. Is this better now, guys? Please tell me. Let me know if the audio is improving. How's this now, guys? I support the Rostov People's Republic. Of course, it's a spontaneous rebellion. Yes, I've muted my speakers now. That should improve it. Tell me, is this better now, guys? Yes, okay, we've got it. Beautiful. Sorry, guys, that was my boomer fault. I'm not too good with the technology stuff. The chat is telling me that things are much better now with the audio. We've got 33 live viewers. Please, guys, send stuff through the chat. It's very funny. We're starting out. This is my first stream. Unfortunately, my first stream. So, unfortunately, we're not going to have that many views, but we're building it up. Tell your friends to join. Basically, just send me the cringest, just send me the funniest shit you find of Russian propaganda seething and coping, and we'll just watch this together. And this is just a bit of a community thing. Email Chong, very fucking funny. He's coping because he found some guy in Russia wearing high heels and gets bashed, and I don't even know what Ian Miles Chong thinks about that. He fucking genius. That's what he's doing. Oh my god, so he's saying Russian troops patrol the center of Rostov. It's fucking Wagner, man. So the Wagner forces have taken the center of Rostov, and Ian goes, Russian troops patrol the center of Rostov. Fucking better. Yes. Good. It's good that the stream is not... Yep, better. The audio is better. It's amazing. Ian Miles Strong, just the cope is amazing. And he's trying to pretend that he's some kind of disinterested observer. How do you think this affects China's position on Taiwan? Look, I honestly think China looked at Russia's troubles in Ukraine and probably delayed the timeline for their own invasion of Taiwan. I think it's pretty obvious at this point because it was very clear and obvious that Xi has been preparing for an invasion of Taiwan for some years now. We're still probably a couple of years away from it, but things are continually escalating in terms of the pressure they place on Taiwan. And I think it's pretty obvious Xi Jinping and the Chinese Ministry of Defense and the Politburo in China, they will have been watching the struggles of the Russian military in Ukraine. And let's not pretend they haven't been struggling. I mean, we know that the Ian Miles Chongs of the world, we know that Jackson, all these people have spent months telling us Russia's actually winning. But it's pretty fucking obvious. I mean, would there be a coup in Moscow right now, 16 months into the war, if Russia was succeeding? Obviously not. So we can tell for sure that Russia is losing the war. Who's going to blow his brains out first, Putin or Lukashenko? That is a good question, Half-Lifer. That's a very good question. You would think Lukashenko is probably even more vulnerable than Putin because he's been hanging on by a thread. But Putin, who knows if things just change slightly different. I mean, we'll see over the hours ahead. But it depends how things go. But in the hours ahead, if Wagner keep going, we could see a Putin suicide. We might see a Hitler in the bunker situation. We'll see. I don't know what. I mean, Ian Miles Chong and Michael Tracy will claim that really no. There's no such thing. Yeah, it's just a training exercise, bro. Of course, they're just training, bro. It's just an exercise. I'll actually retweet that. It's funny as fuck. So Lukashenko has left Belarus. That's amazing. Lukashenko has left Belarus. Guys, keep sending the information through. We're broadcasting this out to the people. This is a way to combat the misinformation right now. And we're just going to basically be laughing at all the fucking idiots. By the way, I love the 60-minute segment. Keep on finding the invite. Thank you, man. Thanks so much. Yeah, very lucky that 60 Minutes shared the story and helped it get out to people. It's been pretty crazy. And there were times last week where I was very, very, I was struggling a bit. It was pretty tough because, man, I had 400, 500, up to 1,000 of these bots and CCP supporters basically attacking me and going psycho against me online. It wasn't a good experience, but I'm feeling much better because basically I just remembered very quickly that I don't have to actually look at what the CCP trolls and propagandists say. I can just close my eyes. Cyberbullying's not real. Everyone join the chat. This is very fun. I'm going to ask some of my friends actually to join the chat. Because there's this guy James, he's a funny bloke. I want to ask him to join. This guy's pretty funny, I like him. So let's see. What's the latest, guys? I mean, we've got the trending. Let me get up my Ukraine tab. Socialist Ukraine. A Russian channel says there is gunfire on a stretch of the M4 highway in Voronezh Oblast. They say military equipment, including tanks, is on the highway. Holy shit, this is really real. This is happening, guys. Lukashenko is safer. He tried his best to not participate in direct conflict with Ukraine. Might be preparing to play neutral. I don't think it'll work for him. Because obviously Russia invaded Russia invaded Ukraine from Belarus territory. Russia's putting nukes in Belarus. There's no way that Lukashenko can appear to be neutral. I think Lukashenko's a goner as well. I think Lukashenko's definitely a goner. The Russian coup is just the mainstream media trying to distract you from the fact that the 1988 The Undertaker threw Mankind off Hell in a Cell, plummeted 16 feet through an announcer's table. That's very true. Oh, this is actually pretty funny. What is happening in Russia? The mutiny is real. It is also unlikely to succeed. Most probable outcome is the mutiny fails, the regime stands for a few months. Upon its suppression, regime becomes increasingly dysfunctional, falls. To be honest, I think he's right. I think that is probably the most likely situation right now. I think Wagner will put up a fight. I can't see them actually seizing the control of the Russian state apparatus. I mean, obviously Putin still controls the airways, still controls the main media apparatus. They're not even really in Moscow right now, Wagner. So there will be chaos. There will be disaster. But I don't see it right now. Wagner taking control, but it will make the regime more dysfunctional, which is a good thing for Ukraine supporters. Arik Tola is posting good stuff. Yeah, please post a link in the chat. I'll bring it up and I'll share the information with everyone. This is. We've got 40 watching now. That's pretty. Swan Lake bros, we're so back. Swan Lake is so back. It is likely to fail, not because there's few of them, but rather because they're far away. That is true. That is true. I mean, they're in Rostov. They're very far from Moscow right now. Russia is a hyper-centralized country. Control over Moscow is the only thing that matters, and it's unlikely these fellows will be able to reach it, let alone occupy it. True. Look, it's going to be. I would be stunned if Wagner can actually reach Moscow. They're obviously going to cause hell in the Rostov region, but if they can reach Moscow, I'd be very surprised. Moscow is just too far away. Even if you leave all the heavy equipment behind, successfully transporting thousands of troops over 1,000 kilometers will be almost impossible. It's true. It's true. That's going to be very difficult for them. Unless something radical happens in the next 12 hours, like massive regime defections, I bet on the regime surviving through this incident. Control over Moscow is the only thing that matters, and it is unlikely the mutineers will be able to assume it by this point too far. Again, if nothing radical happens. It's interesting though. There could be regime defections. What we've got to watch for is if key elements of the Russian security apparatus potentially cross over to the Wagner side. We'll see. We'll see over the next couple hours. Still, even if this mutiny fails, as it probably will, it is likely to have the most detrimental effect on the Russian war efforts and thus on the regime's viability. If I were to find a metaphor to describe it, I would frame Prigozhin's mutiny as a modern Kornilov rebellion. True. Look, it's probably going to devastate the Russian military in Ukraine, and that's a fucking good thing. That's a fucking good thing. Prigozhin, he is first and foremost a junior member of the St. Petersburg gang. With the rise of Putin, the gang members rose very high. Still, the initial status in the gang matters. Prigozhin wasn't a Putin man, he was Rothenberg's man, the vassal of a vassal. Not looking good for Prigozhin, not looking good for Prigozhin. I can neither confirm nor deny that in the late Soviet era, Rothenberg brothers had a side hustle of burgling the Leningrad antiquaries' houses. Obviously, such a business could not prosper other than under the KGB patronage. You snitch, do the dirty job, they let you hustle. True. I was reading Day of the Oprichnik yesterday, and it's such a good depiction of the insanity, the criminality, the corruption of the gang that runs Russia right now. It is really a criminal state. I think posting Twitter links in YouTube chat doesn't work. I don't know, guys. Sorry, I am a boomer a bit with some of the technology stuff. But look, I've got open DMs on Twitter. Send them through, and I'll try to share them. Apparently, Wagner has reversed traffic on the M4 highway, and it also right in the left lane. Videos also show the tank transporters have sizable fuel storage. It does seem like they do plan for Moscow. Let's fucking see. I hope they go for Moscow. As much chaos and confusion for the Russian military as possible. That'd be great, but hard to understate how insane this is. It's like a disgruntled Blackwater vet seizing San Diego against little to no resistance. That's fucking true. I mean, Rostov is a big city. It's strategically important. It's like disgruntled Blackwater vet seizing San Diego. That's a good analogy from William Yao in the chat. Yeah, fuck. Isn't it crazy that he's just literally rose as Putin's caterer? Like, he had a caterer business. And this guy was like an absolute criminal. This guy like spent time in the Russian prison system. Oh, it's just crazy. Just crazy. Isn't this fucking photo crazy? Prigozhin behind Bush 15 years ago. Imagine telling the people in this photo 15 years later what was going to happen. I mean, it's crazy, hey. We've seen a ton of regime soldiers defect in Myanmar. Something similar could happen in Russia. True. Look, I hope there's defections. I hope there's defections. As much chaos and confusion for the Russian military as possible, I say. I'd love there to be defections. Yeah, we've got images of a separate group of Wagner forces pushing north on the M4 highway, engaging Russian forces. Crazy, crazy. Wow, this is insane stuff. I honestly can't believe it. True, this is very true. I'm now in a pressing need of an independent thinker or a high-minded linguistics professor to very carefully explain to me this is all a Western proxy war against Russia, amid decades of NATO expansion, and also how Ukraine and its Western sponsors are still sorely losing this war, even at this point. So true, so true. David Sachs 3 days ago, guys, Ukraine's losing the counteroffensive, and then what? Wagner seizes San Diego. Holy shit. Like, seizes Rostov, the equivalent of San Diego in Russia. Oh, this is funny from James. No, it's actually a prank. Prigozhin is just a big practical jokes kind of guy. Of course it's a fucking coup. This is still probably the stupidest tweet I've seen. This is probably the stupidest response to what is happening that I've seen so far by Michael Tracy. Is it really an attempted coup if it's just a dispute between two factions? Holy shit, man. How dumb can this guy be? Always coping. A modern Michelangelo working his craft. Beautiful. I'm in awe of what you do. I agree. I'm actually in awe of I'm in awe of some of these guys. Michael Tracy, how the fuck could you watch these events and be like, is it really an attempted coup? A significant number of Russian military senior officers are confused. Many have refrained from issuing specific orders. Certain units deployed in Donbass received an ambiguous order to block Wagner but didn't carry it out. Holy shit. Look, who knows how much damage they could do before they get put down. I think they will probably be put down. I think Prigozhin will probably be killed. But who knows how much damage they could do to Putin before. This is the most entertaining night I've remembered. Haven't slept all night. So fun watching evil neighbor country burn. Look, it's funny watching the Putin regime burn. They're so fucking evil. They've committed so many atrocities and horrors in Ukraine. It is so morally, it is such beautiful poetry that now they're turning the guns on each other. The Russian military and Wagner. It's such beautiful poetic justice, really. Look on the bright side. If Wagner really takes Rostov, it's proven the Russian Air Force is good at bombing their own cities. Fuck. Look, I don't want civilian casualties. I'd prefer the cities not be bombed. But it's going to be bloody. It's going to be bloody. Wagner is a bloody, everywhere Wagner has fought, all across Africa, war crimes. I was doing research and they left just pits of bodies in Mali, just executing every man of military age in the villages they would come across and attack. So many war crimes in the Central African Republic. So many war crimes in Syria as well. I mean, these guys are so blood-drenched. And so it's going to be a bloody fight. Ilya is the GOAT. Yeah, I love Ilya. He's a good guy. I love reading his tweets. So you're Prigozhin. You've got 25k guys. It's a lot, but not enough. What do? Go to Rostov. Basically, all the material going to the front passes through. True. Holy shit. Even if he doesn't take Moscow, this is so damaging to the Russian military. All the material goes to the front through Rostov. Fucking brilliant. That's great. Now, if all the units that are scrambled to Rostov to stop him are actually in on the plot, then suddenly you've got more men. Look, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens, guys. This is a crazy night. This is a crazy night. Keep commenting F's in the chat for our friends Jackson Hinkle and Michael Tracy. Somebody please post that video of Bartogozin getting arrested. Yeah, fucking good. Gonzalo Lira gets arrested. There we have it. Brilliant. That was a great operation by the Ukrainian military intelligence. Great move by Zelensky, taking out Gonzalo Lira, sorry. So funny, yeah, Gonzalo Lira, he blames Ukraine for being attacked by Russia, describes the ongoing war as one of the most brilliant invasions in military history. And, how's that going for you fucking idiots? Is there video? How do I find the video of Gonzalo Lires getting arrested? That's brilliant. He so deserved it. He so deserved it. Seriously. We urge the journalist community to defend our colleagues. So sad, so sad. Not only Wagner is now loose in Russia, but also all those convicts from prison now free. No way Russia recovers from this. Fuck, it's going to be hard. I saw. Did everyone see the? It was just one day ago. I'll try find this tweet again. They had an attack in a Russian train carriage, and it was brutal. Civilians were killed, and it was an ex-Wagner fighter who was pardoned by Putin. So, gee, I mean, they've just destroyed the Russian society. They've just destroyed it. I'm trying to find this video again. Yeah, oh my God, I mean, I won't play it fully, but Russian murderer recruited from prison by Wagner PMC is pardoned by Putin, went on a rampage on a train on his way home from Ukraine in Russia, slashed one person's throat and stabbed another in the head. Prigozhin said 32,000 pardoned criminals are now loose all over Russia. Just a disaster for Russian society. To be honest, for those who don't support the war, you do have to feel bad for them. You do have to feel bad for them. But the problem is that the war has been so supported by massive sections of the Russian society that, I mean, the people who used to say it's Putin's war, not Russia's war, it's sad. I mean, it did become Russia's war. I'm just consulting with the chat now. Oh, new funnies to review. Bronze Age pervert. Oh my God. Let's see. Let's see what Bronze Age pervert is saying. Oh my God. This guy, the arch-fascist of the new right. Sorry, I must have gone to the wrong one. Bronze Age. Yeah, what are they tweeting? Interesting. So, what is BAP saying? What are the fascists saying? Brilliant. Russian skinheads training for jiu-jitsu arresting in Moscow underground gymnasium compound. They are ready to be activated. Prigozhin leading a march of peace and reconciliation tonight, possibly. And that's very fucking schizo. Is Bronze Age... I think... So BAP supports Wagner and Prigozhin. Not that surprising. Genius as fuck, of course. He deserved it. What crime did he commit? Gonzalo Lira, he was literally in Ukraine and supporting the Russian military. He was in Ukraine supporting the Russian military. He was doing his best to support the Russian military effort. And this guy's a rapist as well. He was involved in terrible, misogynist stuff against women. So I'm not going to cry for Gonzalo Lira. He really deserved it, I'd say. Yeah, he did deserve it. Yeah, Hinkle is feuding with fellas currently. Brilliant. Where do I find that? This is a good tweet. Why is Russia refusing peace talks with Wagner to end this war now? So true. We completely agree with that. Please, peace talks now. That's what we need. Wagner appears in control of Rostov. Holy shit. Yeah. Francis Fukuyama, for real. Guys, Fukuyama bros, what did I say? Looks like the end of history, wins again. What did I say? Fukuyama bros, we are winning so much right now. Maybe we can even ask Fukuyama to join the live stream. That would be brilliant. I love this man. He's a good man. Has this got translations? Fresh video from Rostov. History is over. Wagner captured the headquarters of the Southern Military District, the building of the Ministry of Internal Affairs in Rostov, SSB, and the administration of Rostov. Holy shit, they're actually in control. They're in control of a major Russian city transport hub that takes all the material to the front. Crazy. Wagner is in control here. Crazy. Fella 69. Okay, I'll go to this guy. Fella 69. History is over, but whatever is happening tonight still makes me feel like a schizo. True. No, honestly, it's crazy. Who would have predicted this 16 months ago? I mean, seriously, it's amazing. Bro, he's deleting tweets. Jackson Hinkle's deleting tweets. Jackson Hinkle's deleting tweets. Keep pressing. We got him. Brilliant, guys. Jackson Hinkle. Please try, guys, someone archive his past tweets so we can go through and see which ones he deletes. It's actually funny as fuck. Is this considered as a civil war? That's a good point, Tenzin. That's a good point. It's basically... I mean, we'll have to see how things develop over the next couple of days, whether, you know, there's pitched fighting and stuff like that. But this, you know, it's on the brink of civil war right now. Gonzalo Lira committed the crime of misogyny. No, man, he was running a red pill dating website where he was encouraging guys to rape women, and he was literally in Kharkiv the whole time supporting the Russian war. You know, I mean, holy shit, you know, during World War II, did people allow, you know, during World War II, Churchill arrested Oswald Mosley. That's what you do during wartime. You're not going to allow the Hitler propagandists to spread Hitler propaganda while you're fighting Hitler. Come on, guys. Like, you know, just have some common sense here. Is this considered a civil war? Yeah. So our new material is not going to make it into Ukraine now. When does Crimea fall? Yeah, holy shit. I mean, it's interesting. I wonder for how long, you know, it depends. You know, how long do they hold Rostov hostage? Interesting. Just sending through some of the Jackson Hinkle things to some funny people. This is funny as fuck. Oh no, that's gross. Sorry, I didn't mean to put that up. I didn't know what that was going to be. This is funny as fuck though. I don't have a dog in this fight. I'm an American. Jackson Hinkle was literally supporting this from the very start. Lord Haw is another example. Yeah, I was about to say Lord Haw. Lord Haw is another example. Like, you know, these people, you know, during wartime, what, you're going to allow them to support the enemy in your own country? I mean, it's crazy. Xi Jinping must be watching this very closely. Yeah, holy shit. I mean, this is literally Xi Jinping's worst nightmare, a coup against Xi Jinping. This is his worst nightmare. So they're going to be following very closely. I wonder if they've probably woken Xi Jinping up right now in Beijing. They've probably woken Xi Jinping in Beijing right now, and they're going to be following very, very closely right now. Why fight the CCP to be just like them? This is the guy who supports Gonzalo Lira. It's not CCP to arrest Gonzalo Lira. Come on, man. Come on. Have some common sense, man. Sorry, adenoid Hinkle. The internet never forgets. I agree. We've got this all archived. Never forget. 33 watching now. Rostov has over 1 million people, yeah. Russia's 11th most populated city and a military hub. It's like yeah. Gee, that's actually a good tweet. Yeah, Arik Tola. Let's see what he's tweeting. So obviously the Kremlin is still in control of the airways because they're saying Prigozhin is spreading fake news right now. The state television is broadcasting full court attacks against Prigozhin. Yeah, he's cooked. So look, if you don't have control of the media apparatus, it's going to be very, very difficult for the Wagner people to have a successful coup. There's no gigantic Wagner column going into Russia right now. The majority of Wagner fighters are convicts with there won't be a civil war. It's great theatre, but this may all be resolved faster than many expect and hope. But then a couple hours later, this same guy saying, you know, they've taken the equivalent of San Diego, which is... So honestly, I don't know, maybe they're exceeding expectations. Holy shit, there's just civilians just walking past the Wagner fighters and people are just filming. This is crazy. Oh my god, man. This is nuts. Difflin, love your work, Drew. Thank you, man. Thank you so much for your support, guys. This is my first stream, and I'm going to keep on improving it. I'll get a better mic for next time. Just keep on trying to improve things. Only getting 40 people watching. We're only getting about 40 viewers now, but hopefully in the future we get more and more. Yeah, shit. I guess people are just literally waiting to see what happens in Rostov. Oh my god. Governor asked residents to stay calm as media reports administrative buildings seized in the city of Rostov. Rostov Oblast governor asked residents to remain at home as reports emerged of soldiers and military vehicles on the streets of the city of Rostov. And then we've got videos of just civilians filming the Wagner fighters. Jerry, you should make more streams. Yeah, no, honestly, guys, I'm gonna try get into streaming. I'm gonna try get into YouTube a lot more because basically, I was doing all that protesting in person, and then the Chinese Communist Party supporters, they smashed me with that fake bomb threat in London, and after that, unfortunately, that one took a lot out of me, and after that, I just had to think like, do I do the in-person protest anymore, or do I kind of transition more into like a kind of online media sort of space? And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do more streaming. I'm going to do more YouTube. Unfortunately, at the moment, at the moment, I'm still starting out, not the best technically and everything, but we'll just keep on improving it, hopefully, as time goes on. 45 people watching now, so this is the most we've had in the stream so far. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Tell your friends, join. Cow Juice, glad to have joined your stream, Drew. Keep up the good work. Thank you, guys. And we're just going through like the latest news, and it's kind of cool, I guess, to sort of have a community watching the news as it breaks, as it comes in, because I think we're all basically. If I wasn't streaming right now, I'd just basically be in front of the computer, refreshing, doing basically this anyway. And so, it's good to just at least do it with friends and people I support, people who support me. Jerry, don't let the haters bring you down. Thank you, bro. Drew, you're a patriot. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for supporting me. If you haven't already, try subscribe to my YouTube, and we'll just keep on building it up. Maybe in a couple of years we'll start having thousands of people per stream, and we can rival some of the people like Hassan and stuff like that. I like people like Hassan, but when they start talking about Ukraine and Taiwan, unfortunately, some of these guys are not very good. Keep up the good work, Drew. Thank you, Half-Lifer. Yeah, it's good. Honestly, I like the streaming sort of platform. The first couple, I have to admit, first half hour was a little bit difficult, but it's getting into the flow of it now. It's good fun. Good fun streaming. And just following the news, and it's just a crazy event right now. Like, holy shit, a city the size of San Diego, 1 million people. So yeah, holy shit, that a city bigger than Canberra has now fallen to Wagner forces. It's gonna be crazy. Tenzin, good luck, Drew. Victory to you. Thank you, man. Maybe read some Russian news. True. Okay, like I'll bring up Telegram soon, but yeah. Oh my god, this is just crazy. Holy shit! Look at some of the photos out of Rostov right now. You've got full on. They've got tanks. Danny Haifong comes into mind regarding Taiwan and Ukraine. Yeah, good point. Let's see what he's saying actually. Danny Haifong. Holy shit, that guy is so evil. Haifong. Nothing as we can all expect. Absolutely nothing. His last tweets liked, just attacking me. Beautiful. Let's see what Dumb Rule is saying. Guys, wonder how RT is coping. Yeah, guys, honestly, tell me who you think I should have a look at, and we'll go through. Dumb Rule silent as well. So a lot of the CCP propagandists, they're all silent. I guess they're all fucking waiting for they're waiting for their orders. I think your stream viewership will grow with time. If you plan to keep it up, just make a schedule when you go live or announce about going live a few hours before. Yeah, no, of course. Honestly, I was not planning to live stream today, but obviously the news is just crazy, and I would have just basically been following this anyway. So I thought, obviously, it's better to watch along with people who are my mates, people who are of the same ideological mindset of myself. I wanted to watch with my friends, watch with people who support Ukraine, because it's infinitely better when we're all together. Glenn Greenwald, what's he saying? Glenn Greenwald, let's see what Greenwald's saying. Unfortunately, I can't look at Russia with Attitude because Russia with Attitude blocked me. So unfortunately, Syrian girl, she would be a good one to look as well. Let me see. We're just basically going through Tanky World and just looking at how they're all coping today, because it's very fucking funny. Syrian girl, let's see. She might have blocked me. Two partisan girl. Oh fuck, so sad. How will we fucking survive? Danny was one of the people who lied about the Peng Shuai scandal by saying she wasn't missing whilst believing the CGTN email regarding her was legitimate. Yeah, Danny Haifong, he's a real bastard, that guy. He's a real bastard. Just lied about Peng Shuai. It's so sickening. Maybe I'll just quickly log out and then... I don't know. How should I bring up some of these funny people? Infrared is silent. You can open their tweets in incognito. Yep, thank you. Good idea. I'll do that. Sorry, guys. I'm actually such a boomer sometimes with technology. I'm not that good. New incognito window. Okay. Let me just bring that up on the screen. I gotta change Streamlabs. Video capture. Window capture. 1 second, guys. Just trying to change over my Sorry guys, I'm boomer. I'll work it out in a second. Oceania has always been at war with East Asia. Yeah, of course. We're gonna get the full 1984 stuff right now. Yeah, this is funny. Holy shit. Everyone really, David Sachs deserves to be owned right now. He deserves to be bullied for this stupid tweet. 3 days ago, the failing counteroffensive, and now Wagner has captured like the 10th largest Russian city, like within a couple hours. So holy shit. They're waiting for the party line. Yeah, all the CCP propagandists are still waiting for the party line. That's fucking funny. CCP, I'm just gonna quickly tweet that. That's a funny one. Dumbril. Who else, guys? Who else? Are all waiting for the party line before commenting on the Wagner crew. Oh, Syrian girl silent as well. Brilliant. They're all silent right now. Infrared is silent. Haz is silent. Yeah, holy shit. This is not good for them, guys. This is not good. It doesn't... Sorry, guys. I'm just replying to some messages. Yeah, guys, free Tibet. Completely agree with you, Tenzin. Completely agree with you. These, this is what I've been trying to tell people the entire time. Ukraine, Tibet, Taiwan, the Uyghurs, Hong Kong, all these causes are interlinked. Because we're fighting for freedom against dictatorship. Anything from Hu Jintao. Yeah, good point. Let's see what Global Times and Hu Jintao. That would be beautiful. Oh, Hu Jintao. Oh shit, I might have been blocked by him too. So sad. Maybe if I just do... Guys, tell me funny China propagandists to have a look at, see if they're commenting right now. So Dumbril saying nothing, Daddy Haifong saying nothing. Yeah, we're our favorite fucking CCP ops. It'll be funny to see Orban isolated in the EU after Russia falls. Yeah, holy shit, that's beautiful. I mean, Russia falls and then Assad falls, Orban falls, Iran could fall. It's going to be brilliant. So this is so crucial for the broader fight for freedom that the Kremlin regime falls. It's so crucial because if the Kremlin regime falls, then China does not have a partner, a junior vassal state to fight the West over Taiwan. So obviously, they were gearing up for massive war. They were gearing up for the invasion of Taiwan, and unfortunately for them, Russia. If Russia is knocked out here, then let's see Global Times. Holy shit! So Global Times posting about pandas. Global Times posting about pandas as Wagner seizes control of the Rostov city of 1 million. Brilliant. Oh, Chen Wei Hua. Yeah, how's Chen going? Let's see. Chen Wei Hua. Let's see. Chen, has he... Brilliant. So Chen is silent as well. Chen is silent. India currently buying half of all Russia's seaborne oil exports. He's saying, see, we're sending up to sanctions. Hang on, guys. Sorry, there's a dog problem. Come on, Luna. Shh. Come on. Borhem, he's blocked me as well. But tell me, guys, has Borhem said anything right now? Come on, Luna. Shh. Sorry, guys. You know, I don't have a full-on studio right now, but Caitlin Johnson, that would be fucking funny as well. I think she's also blocked me. Let me see. Fuck. No. What will I do? All the funniest tanky accounts have blocked me. So I can't see their takes on the Russian coup. Kados. Fuck, this is sad. This is fucking sad. Yeah, brilliant. Some brilliant replies. I'm just going to quickly go to I'm going to quickly go to I want to go back quickly to the where's this one? Jackson Hinkle. Yeah, holy shit, it's beautiful. I mean, completely agree with Fisk here. Hinkle's entire worldview is evaporating overnight. I mean, it must be hard for him. Imagine your entire worldview is founded on supporting Russia, BRICS, de-dollarization, blah, 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 and we're going to take down the Western global homo elite agenda, blah, blah, blah. And then overnight, in 2-3 hours, there's a fucking coup. Wagner seizes the 11th biggest city in Russia. All the CCP propagandists are silent. I mean, what do you do in a situation like that? You're obviously not going to be happy. I mean, it must be hard for him. It must be very hard for him. And damn, I mean, they're probably going to recall his girlfriend. I'm going to have to make a tweet about that too. Hinkle is shaken. Hinkle is rattled. They will withdraw. So clearly Hinkle has a lot at stake right now. And I know a lot of people say don't gloat when your enemies, are having a tough time. But gee, look, if the Kremlin does withdraw the Russian mail order bride for Hinkle, I mean, I'd say he fucking deserves it. He's a very bad guy. I still remember Hinkle. I still remember how Hinkle laughed. He laughed in my live debate with him about the atrocities in Mariupol. He thought it was really funny. So this guy's actually really sickening. This guy has no morals whatsoever. And so it's beautiful that his entire worldview is evaporating overnight. It's amazing. The Cyrus Jensen also all quiet on the propaganda front. Isn't it amazing, guys, how many people are silent right now? All the tankies, all the propagandists are so silent right now because they're still waiting for the fucking party line. Brilliant. I mean, it's a good day for us, guys. It's a good day for the forces of freedom. That's why I wanted to stream. That's why I wanted to bring us all together, because it's a fucking brilliant day for the forces of freedom. I keep telling these jackoffs that authoritarian regimes will never replace free democratic countries in the world order because they are prone to instability, as we are seeing now in Russia. Of course, I mean, the democracies look messy, and Russia claims that Russia and the Putin will say that they're degenerate. Russia and Putin will say they're degenerate, blah, blah, blah. They're decaying. They're, they have all the propaganda lines. But really, the regimes that are brittle, the regimes that are decaying, these are the regimes supported by the tankies, the dictatorships, the ones that are responsible for the horrible atrocities. It's brilliant, yeah. I'm just encouraging more people to join the stream. We've got how many viewers right now? 37 watching so far. Guys, if you stayed the whole time, thank you so much. This is my first stream. It's not as good as I would like it to be, but I'm hopeful that we'll keep building this up and we'll keep doing this, make this into a more regular thing. Because, yeah, here's my take on the Hinkle situation. Just laughing in the guy's face. Quick pause for breath, laugh again. Because this guy, he laughed at Ukrainians being slaughtered in Mariupol, and now he's crying because his worldview, his fascist worldview, is evaporating overnight. This is really Hitler in the bunker type situation. Don't worry, Steiner will still carry out the offensive, guys. And their worldview is coming apart, and it's beautiful. It's very beautiful. All the tankies are silent. This may be, we may not get another time like this where all the tankies are silent. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. I like this guy, Thucydides Traplord. Let's see what he's saying. If the coup is successful, does Russia end up more free as a result? Definitely not. Definitely not. Like, this is the thing to remember, guys. Prigozhin is a killer. Prigozhin is a blood-drenched killer. So it's not going to be good either way. It's not going to be good either way. I guess what we are hoping for is Wagner and the Putin forces bloody each other, and the forces of fascist reaction in Russia are damaged by fighting each other, and hope against hope. And it doesn't appear likely right now because the democratic opposition seems very repressed in Russia. It seems almost non-existent at times. But I think, to me, the hope would be, Wagner and the Russian military bloody each other, and then the Democrats take power and withdraw Russia from the war, and, take Russia from the brink of Nazism, fascism, return it to a more democratic society. This would be obviously the situation that we hope for, but it doesn't look like there's going to be a democratic opposition taking power in Russia anytime soon. So to your comment before, if the coup is successful, does Russia end up more free as a result? Sadly, no, absolutely not. I mean, nothing's going to change. It's going to probably be more repressive. I guess the hope is just that these forces of reaction and fascism in Russia eat each other, destroy each other, and we hope... I just hope it does not become North Korea 2.0. Yeah, honestly, that's the scary thing right now. The scary idea is Dayo Oprichnik becomes fully, is fully realized in Russia, and this is where it's trending right now. We just have to hope that the forces of fascism, they're all killing each other, and the free Russians must win. That's what I hope for, but it's very hard. It's very hard. Oh my God, the Wagner channels themselves were sharing Swan Lake. Amazing. Holy shit, look at the images in Rostov. It is hardcore. Let's just see. Let's go back to Ukraine. Let's go back and see what's happening. So the top of TASS English language page right now, Prigozhin charged with armed mutiny to face up to 20 years in prison. They're not going to capture Prigozhin alive. Seriously, does anyone think they're going to try to capture Prigozhin alive? They're going to kill this guy. If they kill Prigozhin, honestly, nothing of value would have been lost because this guy's a war criminal himself. But look, we just hope that the forces of fascist reaction and dictatorship in Russia, they just bloody each other and they eat each other, and hopefully somehow the Democrats can win. But free Navalny, yeah, I agree. Although it's very difficult because back in the day, Navalny endorsed the annexation of Crimea. I think he has tried to make clear that he's against the war now, but it's tough. He has a past history of very nationalist statements to the point of ultranationalism. Lukashenko's flying over Turkey. I haven't seen confirmation that Lukashenko's left Belarus, but I wouldn't be surprised. Hey, Max Sedon, he's very good. I can go through. Moscow mayor says there are anti-terrorist operations underway to increase security measures. Wow. Russian state television is sharing astrology right now. Amazing. Wow. Prigozhin says Wagner shot down a Russian army helicopter after it opened fire on civilians. Once again, no evidence of any of this. I mean, who even knows right now? Who knows who's telling the truth? Although I think Prigozhin's probably truthful when he says that Shoigu and Gerasimov destroyed about 100,000 Russian soldiers. They're probably being truthful there. Oh, wasn't this a sick tweet by Michael Tracy? It'd be shocking if Prigozhin is correct and the Russian war in Ukraine was launched by a bunch of corrupt elite scumbags, just like every other war in world history. So true, guys. He was always against the war. I mean, fuck, Michael Tracy, from the very start of the war, all he's been doing is all he does is just apologize for Russia, apologize for Putin. Don't you know how badly we've treated Putin? And then now he pretends he's anti-war. It's just, oh my God, what a fucking joke. Let's see, trending. Igor Shushko. This guy, Igor Shushko, he's got some pretty good tweets. Moscow Stock Exchange is collapsing. Will be an interesting Monday morning open. Probably won't open. They're not going to open the Monday. The stock exchange in Moscow Monday. Maybe Steven Seagal can save Putin and Luka with Aikido. So true. Lukashenko is probably heading to a tax haven. Yeah, I wonder whether Lukashenko's just packed his bags. Who knows? Oh my God. I mean, maybe he's going to do a Ghani, like in Afghanistan, where they just pack the helicopter with gold bars and just flee. I wonder what Putin's horoscope says. He will escape before that. I'm sure many countries will back him up. Are you talking, Tenzin, about Putin right now? Or, about Navalny. He's an MP of Boris Nemtsov's party and a good guy. The regime locked him up. Yeah, no, of course. I know Navalny's been locked up, and I want Navalny to be freed. Of course, I want Navalny to be freed. I just know that in the past, he has had these ultranational statements in the past, and so there are a lot of Ukrainians who are not happy about Navalny. But of course, I do want him to be freed. Like, I don't want him to be in prison because of the corrupt Kremlin regime. This is what happens, paradigm shifts, and people magically pretend East Asia was always at a war with Eurasia. Yeah. Expect Prigozhin to start pulling Russian military units currently in Ukraine back to Russia to ensure the coup succeeds. Holy shit, I mean, yeah. I actually think, I think he's right. Igor Sushko is right. How do the Russian front lines not collapse right now? If it's a choice for Putin between regime survival and the war in Ukraine, it's got to be regime survival. So, of course, I can't see how Russia does not lose the war right now. I mean, they're going to be withdrawing troops. And the front line's going to collapse, of course. I mean, it's so obvious. I don't know. Is there anyone in the chat who can say otherwise? I mean, I'd be interested in hearing the alternative here, but... Yeah, holy shit. I wonder whether we're going to just see a collapse in the front now. I wonder that. Wow, this is a big day, guys. This is a big day. This is why I wanted to stream. It's just a big day. And, get 40 people together and we can all just follow the news together. The latest developments. We'll be better informed together. Where's my lists? Yeah, we've already seen this one. Have we seen that one? Isn't that crazy? Just you just have the fucking electric scooter ride share bike right next to Wagner troops. Oh my god, man! Things are going crazy. Take Igor Sushko with a grain of salt. Yeah, I don't know. True. But I do see the point though, where I do see his argument that surely for Prigozhin this is life or death. For Putin, it's life or death. For Shoigu, it's life or death. So surely all their focus is going to be on Russia in the coming days ahead. And so if their focus is on Russia, surely they're going to be taking troops back from the front. And if they're taking troops back from the front, I mean, Ukraine's not going to stop fighting. They're not going to have a unilateral ceasefire to help the Russian army regroup. I mean, they'll just keep pushing, and potentially you could see a cascading collapse in the Russian lines. I mean, that appears to me to be potentially a logical scenario if we see Shoigu and Putin and Prigozhin withdrawing troops and putting everything into fighting this coup attempt. Half-life of Russia's problem is that most of the folks who could lead a transition to democracy are either in exile, Kasparov, Khodorkovsky, in prison, Navalny, or on the ground, Nemtsov. Yeah. Look, it's hard. It's very hard. I don't expect it right now. I don't expect it, unfortunately, to result in a democratic transition. I'm just getting some comment. If you think there's anything I should focus on, guys, if you think there's anything I should bring up, so good, so good. I mean, they're amazing memes right now. Fucking amazing memes. Yeah, look, there's a very fucking funny one, Russians with Attitude, where they're going, I was just about to go to bed, and then all the videos from Rostov came out. I mean, bro, very sad. This is the same guy who was saying, so that guy, Russia with Attitude, I still remember the first day of the war, he was saying, it does not look like the Ukrainian army is putting up any resistance. The Ukrainian army has disintegrated upon contact. This was what he was saying in the first hours of the invasion. And then 16 months later, oh, guys, you know, I'm just waking up to I can't go to sleep. I'm looking at the coup. So, momentous day. Exactly, Andrew. It's a momentous day. The shills probably will be saying the Wagner crew is funded by the West. Yes, that's what we're going to start seeing in the couple hours ahead, guys. We're going to start seeing some of the shills say, Prigozhin's CIA, Prigozhin's Western, blah, blah, blah. It's a color revolution. I want to show the Russians with Attitude stuff. One second. I'll share this. I'll get this up. I'll bring this up on my screen. 1 second, guys. Holy shit. Yeah, Russians with Attitude. There's zero proof or footage so far of anything actually happening tonight except missiles landing in Ukraine. And then 1 hour later, he's like, oh yeah, I just saw the Rostov thing. Fucking idiot. Holy shit, man. Amazing cope. 96 Prigozhin has 96 hours of oxygen left, guys. Prigozhin has... Prigozhin has 96 hours of oxygen left, guys, please. It's the Titan. Let's see. Yes, guys, Wagner soldiers are NATO agents, of course. This is what obviously the Wagner forces are Russian agents. No, the Wagner forces are NATO agents. Sorry. Is Simeon Boykov still doing his cooked protest? Let's see. Oh, so they're looking fucking confused and sad. We'll see. Oh no, that lady's laughing. I wonder if they even know that there's a coup in Rostov. Glenn Greenwald, has he commented? So yeah, he's just fucking focusing on Hunter Biden's laptop, as usual. Beautiful. Oh yes, I told you I'd get the Russians with Attitude stuff up. 1 second, guys, I'll get that up. Get the Russians with Attitude stuff up. Beautiful. We are hitting veins of copium that we never before realized we could reach, guys. This is the amazing thing. We've struck a rich new deposit of copium, and people thought it couldn't be done, but you know, it's amazing information that's coming out tonight. So okay, let me see if this works. Does this show up on the screen, guys? Here's the Russians with Attitude tweet. It's amazing. Prigozhin is a conglomerate. It's not easy to take him down. True. Your swearing has made us unsubscribe and leave. Come on, guys. Are you kidding? I'm an Australian. Australians swear. Swearing is not cool. Come on, guys. I'm not swearing even that much. Come on. I'm not swearing that much. In the future, I won't swear as much. I'll keep that in mind. It's hard for me. I'm an Australian. I get excited. Oh, yeah. The tweets come up. Yeah, beautiful. I was just about to go to bed, and then all of a sudden, the videos from Rostov came out. And earlier he said there's zero proof or footage so far of anything actually happening tonight except missiles landing in Ukraine. So amazing copes there. Amazing copes. Wow, so it's actually almost sunrise in Russia right now. This day ahead is going to be fucking crazy. The day ahead is going to be so crazy. Sorry, I realized I just saw again. Sorry, I'm Australian. Come on. Office time. See you in your next stream. Thank you, Tenzin. Thank you. Yeah, look, I don't know. Some guy got upset for swearing. Sorry, maybe they've got children in the background. I'm not sure. I'm sorry. I won't swear as much anymore. This is a good tweet by Seva. Putin's silence has gone from the Tsar is above the fray to the Tsar has no plan. I agree. Yeah, this is a good tweet. Imagine Eric Prince seizing Tampa during Iraq. That's actually like quite similar. Guys, comment below. Oh, Kim.com. Fuck, has he blocked me as well? Let me see. Does anyone know what Scott Ritter is saying? Kim.com. Let's see. Listen, maybe I've just got to watch their spaces, hey? Maybe I just put their spaces on in the background and we just listen to it and then I will add my commentary. This is like, you listen to the space to know how the Russian propagandists are reacting. Oh my god, Kim.com just said Putin went to bed, there is no coup. How dumb can these guys say? How dumb can these guys be, man? I guess, look, these guys actually have like a stake in... These guys have a stake in the lies. They can't accept it. I mean, Kim.com basically, all these people, they put their entire life into this stuff. So of course they're going to get upset. Kim.com speaking now.
Prigozhin made his distaste of Shoigu very clear in the beginning when the special military operation basically looked like a total disaster for Russia, and a lot of mistakes were made.
And the second question, the second question would be, what do you need? What do you need? If we have to go back all the way to Rome, it just shows how uncommon this is. But Kim, my next question, what do you need?
It happens all the time. That's the point.
What?
Like, it happens
No,
all the
these
time.
things,
That's
again, I mean, just you mentioned the example of Rome, right? Do you remember what happened in Rome between the two?
Oh, so it's just coping about like ancient Rome or whatever. The space is endless comedy. Yeah, it's funny as fuck, honestly.
Then, fought back and basically took Egypt.
Goebbels in the Führer bunker. Yeah, holy shit.
Do you remember that history?
Yep. That was
Yeah, that's
Is this good?
exactly the same. That's exactly the same situation. It's two military generals that are on each other's throat.
So, my quick question,
The
quick question.
problem with what you're saying.
Sorry, go ahead, Suleiman. I've got a question afterwards.
The problem with what you're saying is that one is actually appointed as part of the military by Putin. The other guy is not part of the military, but he's basically WAGNER group, which is an external force. And what you've got is, this is the way it looks to me.
And we've seen the Ministry of Defense has said that the Ukrainian military is taking advantage of the internal conflict and is taking territory or counteroffensive in Ukraine. Heard reports of more territory being taken by the Ukrainian military, rapidly taking territory in Ukraine. So it just seems to be weakening Russia. Kim, let me ask you my next question before we get an update from all source and then go to Dave, or go to David, then update from all source. Sorry to interrupt you, Suli. Do you mind if I ask a question, Suleiman? Yeah, perfect. Thank you. What do you need to see, Kim? Let me ask a question. You can add it. Let me ask. Let me ask a question. Then I'll ask you a question. You can add it and answer the question.
Oh my God. Okay, go ahead.
What do you need to see to call this a coup against Putin?
Well, it would have to be
Kim, go ahead.
something happening. It would have to be something happening in Moscow. A putsch inside the capital with troops moving on the Kremlin. I mean, we are very, very far away from that. And now let me give you a little bit of more background and understanding why Prigozhin is really in a weak position and out of desperation is acting here. He is not part of the establishment. We had some speakers earlier talking about his history, how he was actually...
Just pausing for a second to say, oh my god, just listen to like Kim.com's voice. He actually sounds like Hitler. Like just the accent he has as well. Goring in the Führer bunker. Yeah, looks like Goring ate Jabba the Hutt. That is perfectly description. That perfectly describes Kim.com, but also maybe even Ian Miles Chong. And it's just amazing just listening to them. And yeah, it's funny because Kim.com, he's got this Germanic accent, and you can actually you can sense the Hitler particles just like raining down from him. He's very sweaty. He's bad guy. Anyway, let's listen.
When he made all these false predictions about how Russia is going to fail in this Ukrainian counter-offensive, he's really put himself into a corner. And what does a rat do when it is cornered and it knows it's under heavy attack? It jumps in your face, and that's exactly what's happening here.
So there's,
Mario,
yeah, so of course,
I want to ask the question to David. I want to ask the question to David because I know he has his hand up,
and then go ahead, and then I'll give updates. We get back to the situation. Go ahead, David. Go ahead. Also,
David,
sorry.
David, I know. So, I know you're going to answer that, and please do. But my question to you specifically is, when we're talking about, because I think you highlighted equipment losses, etc.
We just got Russian army. So breaking, the Russian army enters the city of Smolensk. Again.
Holy shit! I just have to say, yeah. Hinkle was actually selling the fucking Wagner shirt. Let's just quickly see if he's still got it in the fucking online store. Holy shit. Does anyone know how to get to his online store? Not that I'm promoting it. I just think it's fucking funny. Like, tip on Patreon, Telegram, Twitter. Let's see what he's saying on Patreon. Oh, no, sorry. On Telegram. Oh, yeah, that is a fucking cope. No one knows what's happening, and the Russians I've spoken to don't give a fuck anyways. It's a fucking coup, man. It's... Of course, the one night this happens, I'm in the process of moving, can't stream. Wow. So sad. So fucking sad, man. Not a coup. Prigozhin is clearly upset with Gerasimov and Shoigu. Armed insurrection rebellion, if not an op. Russia's creating defensive preparations around Moscow, despite the fact that Rostov is 13 hours away. Kremlin has not yet called for the direct arrest of Prigozhin. Such cope. So much cope. Jackson Hinkle, that is amazing levels of cope. Brilliant cope, guys. Does anyone know, how do I get to his stupid fucking merch business? Does he have it here?
How's it going, everybody?
Live, playlist, community. How do you go to his fucking Jackson Hinkle merch? Oh, it's gone. It's fucking gone. Holy shit. Jackson Hinkle has taken down his Z merchandise, his Wagner merchandise. His shirt store has been taken down. A fucking massive triumph. Guys, the Jackson Hinkle t-shirt store has been denazified. Fucking amazing. Oh my god. Jackson Hinkle takes down the t-shirt store within a couple hours. He knows it's fucking... He's probably still thinking which side to back. He's going to wait until tomorrow to see which side starts winning, and then he'll back the winning side. Such a fucking horrible person, man. It's amazing. The shirt store's fucking down. Amazing. Oh my god, man. The shirt store's fucking down. I've got to quickly get that post up. Hinkle Z shirts. Okay, so it's gearbubble.com/gbstore/Hinkle. Hello, it's gone. It's fucking gone. It's gone. The shirt site is down. Oh my god, guys, this is a fucking disaster. Steiner's attack has not eventuated. They've broken through the lines. The t-shirt store is down. It's sad. It's sad. What more can we say? It's fucking sad. This is a day of fucking amazing success. What more can we fucking say? It's amazing. I just gotta quickly post this thing. It's so fucking funny. Confirmed. The Jackson Hinkle Wagner t-shirt store is down. I can repeat. Brilliant, guys. This is a fucking huge victory. The fucking t-shirt store's down. What more can we fucking do? The dive into the Grand Canyon of raw sewage. So sad. The t-shirts are off. They're down. What more can we do? Tara Reid and Snowden must be sweating bullets. Damn, they're sweating. They're sweating. I wonder how Vladivostok is reacting. Kim on the Russian establishment, it will cease to exist in a few hours. This is an amazing day, guys. This is an amazing day. Putin desperately calling G, I need a ride, not ammo. Fucking amen. Imagine how it's so easy for him to bend his spine in a different way. Too bad, other side will not accept him. True, he will fucking try. He'll try his best. But holy shit, this is a great day. We're all winning. What more can I say, guys? What more can I say? I'll post my live stream one more time. But wow, the tankies are losing. Calling G. Sorry for the audio feedback just then. Just quickly share that again. This is amazing, guys. The fucking Hinkle t-shirt, the Hinkle t-shirt site is down. What a lovely day. This is my reaction right now.
Oh, what a day. What a lovely day.
When the Hinkle t-shirt sides are down, then the Hinkle t-shirt site goes down. Brilliant. Fucking brilliant. Oh my God. I mean, this is so interesting. This is so interesting. Does anyone know how George Galloway's going? Let's see. George Galloway. Oh, I'm blocked. How did he block me? How the fuck did George Galloway block me? I don't even think I've ever had an interaction with him. Damn, that's sad. He probably just blocked anyone with like NAFO. I don't know. That's sad. Very sad. We're trying our best. George Galloway's blocked me. Damn, a lot of them can't handle the heat, so they get out of the kitchen very quickly. Oh my God, this is just amazing, guys. What more can I say? Oh my God. Just, yeah, holy shit, he was fucking monetizing the Wagner gear. He was monetizing it. He loved Prigozhin. Now he fucking hates Prigozhin. This is a massive embarrassment for Jackson Hinkle. Remember it. It's saved for all time. Now Hinkle's trying to pretend he doesn't support Russia. So fucking sad. Brilliant. We're very happy today. Oh my God, the t-shirts are down. The t-shirts are down. What a day, guys. What a lovely day. Galloway is just retweeting Hunter stuff right now. Yeah, they're all focusing on Hunter Biden. They're all pretending that Russia never invaded Ukraine. They're all pretending there's no war going on. Oh my God. What more can you say? What more can you say? The fucking Wagner t-shirt site has gone down. I can repeat, guy. A second plane has hit the Jackson Hinkle t-shirt site. That's going to be a problem for Simeon Boykov as well, and Oz Cossack. That's going to be a big problem for them. These guys put so much stuff into being... They put so much stuff... They invested so much in promoting Wagner, promoting Prigozhin, and now they've all got egg on their faces. What a fucking day, guys. What a fucking day. I can't believe it. Actually, I can believe it because, like, Russia is such a dysfunctional, cooked state, but oh my God, it's just amazing. There are very few days where, basically, Fukuyama is having a party right now. Fukuyama. If you're just joining the stream now, thank you for joining. It's amazing. We're just zoom out a bit, please. Do you mean zoom out? Oh yeah, true. Sorry, on my actual screen. Is that better, guys? Holy shit, this was a good one. G, let me get this one up. Holy fuck, this is funny. Quan Tian. Xi Jinping, note to self, no mercenaries. Fucking brilliant. I love it. I love it. Sending it to my friends. Keep the catering guy in check. Oh my god, Xi Jinping is watching this in Beijing right now, 100%. 100%. There are decades where nothing happens and there are weeks where decades happen. Absolutely. That's why I'm streaming right now, because it's such a momentous day. Holy shit. So historic. We're watching history unfold right now. And isn't it amazing that we can watch this? This guy's pretty funny. PMC Wagner has been infected by the woke mind virus. Because why are they saying that? Oh my god. Amazing. What an amazing day. What an amazing day. Guys, yeah, a second plane has hit the Jackson Hinkle merchandise store. What the fuck are we supposed to do? That's actually pretty fucking funny. Wagner have gone woke. That's pretty fucking funny. Igor Shishko, let's see what he's saying. Report Prigozhin was comfortably in St. Petersburg between 8 and 9 p.m. last night. I don't know. I guess we can't confirm any of this stuff, but it's just interesting. Wagner PMC tank marked Siberia was involved in taking over the Defense Ministry headquarters in Rostov. Special Rossiya Air Squadron flew over Moscow last night. 2 presidential helicopters were spotted over the Simferopol Highway, the Moscow Ring, and flying towards Putin residence in... Holy shit. Maybe Putin has already fled Moscow. Who knows? Fucking hell. This is amazing stuff. Wagner's gone woke. Oh, I love this guy. Lionel trolling John Gans. He's so smart. Let's see some of his stuff. Can we assume Wagner will be able to occupy Rostov or no? I think they've already occupied it. I think the footage we've seen already shows that Wagner is in control of Rostov. So I guess we're still waiting for full confirmation, but it looks right now that they've taken control. War Translator. Yeah, I'll go to War Translator in a second. Damn, Prigozhin started out as a hot dog seller. Don't. Holy shit, this is funny as fuck. I love this. Oh no, wait, that's... Oh shit. Oh no. I just realized, no, that's bad. That's the cooked guy, Lord Bevo, but that's funny. I unretweeted it because I don't want to support the Russian propagandists, but that actually is fucking funny. Oh my god. Oh yeah, this is a huge day for Francis Fukuyama. Oz in Technical. Yeah, let me go to Oz in Technical. Wow, street cleaners continuing with their duties. Fucking crazy. My god, just next to tanks. So this is the famous coup attempt in 1991. This is it today. Did you say Wagner took Rostov? Yeah, well look, if you look at the images, like... So, for example, this is Russian state television, TASS, Russian state media, and they've got photos of Wagner fighters standing outside the Southern Military District headquarters. So it very much looks like they've taken control of massive portions of Rostov, or at least the command centers there. Obviously, they must be holding the HQ. They must be sieging the HQ, but we've definitely got a lot of evidence that Wagner is in control of key portions of Rostov. Wow. Oh my god, here's the new Jackson Hinkle quote. This is a non-violent seizure partial. It's not a coup, it's a special military op. Fucking hell, this is so funny, just watching these guys, like, tie themselves into knots. Is it day or night there? So they're just waking up now in Russia. Let's see. What the fuck? Street cleaners may be in charge. Who even knows what's going on here? Gee. Just total chaos. Total chaos. Yeah, look, the thing is, we don't know the full picture right now. Important to emphasize that it isn't fully clear what we're seeing here. There are some MOD vehicles there, but others aren't clear. There are also some irregular dress fighter soldiers. These could be Wagner, or they could be from an MOD bars unit or some other formation. I guess we don't know fully. My God, I wonder if this is going to become like the image synonymous with the coup, like that woman who was dancing in Myanmar in Rangoon, just as the Myanmar military pulled up. I mean, gee, that is an amazing image. Oh, Mick Ryan, he's always good. Australian former general. 11 time zones, so it's anywhere from 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. in Russia. True. Oh, Nathan Russo. Yeah, I actually know Nathan. I know Nathan because he's done a lot of like CCP work in the past, so he's very good. I'll go to his in a second. Let's see what Mick Ryan is saying. 1973. Wow. Yeah, holy shit, that's a good tweet by Ilya. The world's first civil war fought exclusively via voice memos. Just so cooked. So Nathan, let's just quickly see what Nathan's up to. Nathan Russo. Yeah, Nathan's very good Twitter. Oh, unfortunately, I don't think he's been online yet. Yeah, shit. Unfortunately, he's not been online yet. The governor of Lipetsk region says the M4 highway linking Rostov to Moscow has been closed at the province's border with Voronezh region. Interesting. Michael Kaufman, he's got some pretty good tweets. It's wild how rapidly this situation is developing. First, no sign of Wagner units, then sightings of columns moving, and shortly thereafter, this standoff in Rostov with MPs and Wagner forces on the same street, seemingly doing nothing. Fuck, who knows what's going to happen? This is the thing, we're going to know over the next couple hours. Oh, Holly, this is pretty fucking funny. Referencing oh my God, that's a good tweet. This kind of smart, walkable, mixed-use urbanism is illegal to build in many American cities. Fucking love it. What the fuck is this? Save Shoigu. Timothy Snyder. I love Timothy Snyder stuff. Let's see what he's saying. Guys, if you haven't, please make sure to like the video, and please make sure to subscribe to my channel. Just help me grow this thing. It's gonna be a long road, but we'll just keep on building this thing up. Timothy Snyder, Russian commander holding machine gun, calls another Russian commander to cease rebellion. Ukrainian commander sports Baby Yoda patch on his uniform. Good morning. Very craziest things going on. Damn. What else is he saying? So, yeah, war translated. Let's see what he's up to. Oh, no new tweets, but let's just see what he's... Oh, this was pretty fucking funny. Dugan finding Satanists behind the events. Just as we face the true enemy, the satanic West, and its demon-possessed henchmen, he sows confusion within ourselves, and so goes from century to century. When will we wise up? Brilliant. Fucking so cooked, so cooked. They live in their own reality. Tim, I completely agree. History's never been more over. Fucking amen. You have to zoom out the screen though. Oh, sorry guys, I'll zoom out quickly. Is this better? Prigozhin says Gerasimov gave an order for planes to bomb moving Wagner columns. There's meant to be a several hundred Wagner vehicle column moving through Russia now, but there's zero video or photo evidence. Yeah, fuck. We really don't know the full story, eh? Let's see. What's the latest? Oh, Maxson. Prigozhin on whether he controls Rostov. There are battles in place where the military leadership is giving fighters false information. When soldiers, National Guard, and police meet us, they wave happily, and many of them say, "We want to go with you." So it's obviously just all competing propaganda right now, but. Oh, look, this is an amazing development. So Hanania, this guy, he was a very, very interesting fellow. He's quite far right on a lot of these things, but on other takes, he can be kind of centrist. And he started out the war as like this massive Putin supporter, saying Ukraine's going to collapse in one day. And if you look at his tweet now, it's amazing. He's actually just saying straight up, the entire Ukraine war is like W&Ts for right-wing populists and anti-establishment types. I was taken in by this nonsense at the beginning, by those who stressed the corruption, weakness, fragility, and lack of legitimacy of the Russian system was simply correct. Those who stressed that. Yeah, shit. I mean, it's amazing. Hanania just straight up admits it. Can't mock these people. The Prigozhin coup attempt is just an attempt to distract you from the latest Hunter Biden revelations. Don't fall for it. Holy shit, man. How the fuck do you believe that? How the fuck do you come up with that? It's just a distraction. Who fucking cares? Prigozhin timed it for the Hunter Biden drop. So fucking true. Holy shit. These guys are cooked, man. These guys are so cooked. Oh, it's a joke. Oh, okay. Sorry. He was being sarcastic. The problem is I can't even tell when they're being sarcastic sometimes, because some of the Russian propaganda is so stupid. Can you check Richard Spencer? Okay, I'll check Richard Spencer in a second. Richard Spencer is very interesting because, as we all know, this is the guy who was, the arch leader of the alt-right and the neo-Nazis in the US over the past couple of years, and his wife at the time was the translator for Dugin in the West, but now he's become this kind of like Biden-supporting Democrat supporter. So we'll have a look at his Twitter in a second, but. Yeah, no, but Cat Turd is actually saying this. Holy fuck. Oh my god, man. Cat Turd, mate. Elon Musk is probably going to say that in a day or two now. Richard Spencer, holy shit. I think he's. Oh, gee, weird. I don't even know. What's he saying? Yeah, holy shit. I think Richard Spencer and Hanania are pro-vaccine now. It's amazing. Yeah, Spencer, I think you're right. I think you're right that he actually like unironically became a Fukuyamist or like a liberal or something like that. But it's kind of cool because I don't think he's fully renounced his former Nazi views. So, I mean, I don't even know if that can be believed. But, oh my god. I mean, the Tucker Carlson thing is going to be just incredible cope when it comes out. Wow. That's amazing. Wow, someone just zoomed in. Troops on balconies. Fuck. It looks like they've got the center of Rostov pretty locked down. What else are people saying? Yep, Hitler versus Hitler, Prigozhin versus Wagner. Okay, guys, I don't know. Should I keep streaming, or should I maybe I do one again tonight when the situation becomes more clear? Because I think there's not much more to cover right now. Look, this was good as kind of like a first try at streaming. This is the first time I've ever properly tried streaming, and the views weren't that big. But look, it's a good start. I really want to thank everyone who tuned in just over the last hour or two, especially those who stayed the whole time. I might try and see if I can stream later on today as the situation unfolds more. So I'll keep this going, and I'll tell people the next time I'm going to stream. So obviously I'll try to organize it more. I mean, this is literally my first time I've ever streamed, and so look, good first start. We'll just keep on trying. Guys, please make sure to like the video and subscribe. And this is my it's early days, but I'm going to hopefully try and build up a strong YouTube presence, and just that'll be a good way to kind of fight back against the propagandists and the Vatniks. That's what I want to do. So both against the CCP and Russia, I always very, very firmly believe that Ukraine is basically right on the front lines of the battle of freedom, and the future freedom of Taiwan is really at stake in Ukraine. So anyone who's against the CCP really needs to be following this really closely. And I honestly think it's our generation's Spanish Civil War, and we're on the side against fascism. So thank you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is just my first stream. Please make sure to like and subscribe as I build up my YouTube channel presence. And I might stream later on today as the situation becomes more clear, or maybe even stream tomorrow. But thank you guys for tuning into the